Hi guys, welcome back to my channel where we talk about fragrances. My name is Helena and today we're going to talk about wet flowers fragrances because it's springtime, so florals, groundbreaking. Anyway, as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It will help my channel grow. Don't forget to leave a like or dislike if you don't like my content. Maybe leave a comment, maybe hit the notification bell down below if you really enjoy my content and want to be notified every time I post a video. Anyway, let's get started. The first one that I'm going to talk about is Jasmin Rouge by Tom Ford. I have the dupe because Tom Ford fragrances are so freaking expensive. This is a tropical white floral. It has something that reminds me slightly of Kilian Love Don't Be Shy. Probably there is a little bit, I don't know, of orange blossom. I'm not sure, but it's a beautiful white and yellow floral fragrance. It's very strong, very sexy, and very tropical. It really reminds me of the beach, but a very fancy beach in the Mediterranean where I'm used to go in general. It got into my mouth. That's what she said. Okay. It really makes me think of a beautiful island in the Mediterranean Sea, and this is so beautiful. And so yeah, I would absolutely try it. It's very sensual, very voluptuous, very I don't know, very feminine and elevated, so definitely check it out. Then one of the loves of my life is L'Interdit Noir. No, L'Interdit Intense by Givenchy. This is a beautiful, nutty, lactonic tuberose with a lot of vanilla, a lot of sesame seeds that gives it this kind of nutty feeling. And yeah, this is a super sexy lactonic fragrance, but you have to like tuberose. And I actually, generally, am not a huge fan of white flowers, but this one is very refined, and I don't know, it's like a woman that is very bougie, in my opinion, and a little bit evil. It's an evil kind of fragrance because that tuberose, it's a little bit bitter, but that kind of enveloping vanilla with sesame seeds makes it a lot more voluptuous and rounder and sexy. And so it's like a femme fatale. And I think, oh yeah, I had it in my Wednesday video. I sang it to Wednesday. And so check out that video. I will insert the link here, there, and check it out. Then I have a niche one, and I have the 10 ml bottle, and this is Marfa by Memo Paris. This is also very punchy white floral, which is a little bit lactonic, but I don't think it is super extra lactonic. It's very it has something bitter about it, something almost aromatic about it, and it's very I don't know, it's very ladylike, but not ladylike in a retro kind of way. Ladylike, like I'm a lady, you have to treat me the right way. And so, yeah, of course, every single fragrance that I mentioned, everyone can wear it independently from their gender. But yeah, I just say what I associate the fragrance with in a more traditional way, because I'm used to smell these kind of fragrances on women in general. But I would love to smell more female fragrances on men too. I actually would prefer it, because a lot of time male fragrances to me smell like deodorant, and so yeah, I don't particularly like them. But yeah, try Marfa by Memo Paris. It's this kind of very elevated, lactonic, aromatic, a little bit citrusy. I don't know if there is any citrus in it, but I smell a little bit of a citrus note in it, and it's so, so beautiful. Very, very, it smells like a lady. Try it out. And now there is a fragrance that I also talked about in my New Year's Eve kind of fragrances. So if you look for some punchy kind of fragrances, check out that video. And this is Dolce & Gabbana, the only one in tons. This is a white floral with coconut. It is jasmine, the kind of jasmine that you can find in Rouge Malachite or in the original Alien before they watered it down. But I find it more pleasant and more wearable than Rouge Malachite or Alien. And I really don't mind, but on me they give me an headache right away, and they tend to be a little bit overwhelming in the sense that I cannot smell anything else but Alien, and I cannot taste my food, and so I tend to avoid those kind of fragrances. But this is not, even if this is strong, this lasts a long time, this projects a lot, it leaves a super sillage, this is not overwhelming, at least to me. And it's a little bit sexier and, I don't know, a little bit more, well, I wouldn't say mainstream, but more crowd-pleasing because of the coconut note. And I think that coconut with white flower really is a match made in heaven. And I would recommend also layering your white flowers fragrances, all the fragrances that I'm talking about right now. Try to layer them with some coconut fragrances, because it will make them a lot more tropical. And so try it out, try it out. And also I really like to layer them with some lactonic fragrances to even bring out more the lactonic aspect of white flowers, because white flowers tend to be pretty lactonic. So check out Dolce & Gabbana, the only one in tons, the black bottle one. Then another niche one is Love Tuberose Love Tuberose by Amouage. This is very lactonic. It has, I think, milk or cream, maybe whipped cream in the note, and obviously tuberose. And this is carnal, this is juicy, this is very lactonic, enveloping. So yeah, this is a very sensual but also cozy kind of fragrance, because in my opinion that kind of lactonic note makes it a lot more clean but sweet in a way that is very calming and cozy, but at the same time it's so sexual. And I mean, it's sexual. Yeah, it's so, so beautiful. Unfortunately, it's very expensive, but if you can afford it, I would absolutely recommend to try Love Tuberose, or even to order a sample of it. I would generally recommend to order samples of fragrances, of niche fragrances. First of all, because they're very expensive when they're in full bottles, and maybe and it's difficult to find niche fragrance shops generally everywhere. And I also have a lot of niche fragrance shops next to me, but they tend to really I don't really like to go there because I'm afraid that I will be treated like Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman. Yeah, so I have one shop here in Milan that I go to all the times because they're very grounded people. They're very friendly and not snob at all. But yeah, anyway, I would try the sample first, also because they tend to be very strong, so you can get away with a few sprays and you're good to go without necessarily buying a full 100 ml bottle. Then I have another niche one, but it's a lot more affordable, and this is from Jeroboam, the brand that is in the house of Jovoy Paris. And these, no one talks about it. Everyone talks about Ambra and Insulo, which are very, very beautiful fragrances. But Hauto, it's a white floral, which is pretty lactonic and almost a little bit tropical, but I don't know, there is something so elevated about it, and it lasts forever. And it's so sexy. It's, to me, it's very springtime appropriate. I wouldn't wear it during winter probably, but not because it's fresh, because it's very, I don't know, it's a woman that goes out in the evening with her friends and she's okay with herself. And I'm full of fragrance right now. Yeah, and she knows what she wants, and she's very self-assured, and she wears Hauto. And so it also reminds me a little bit of Narcotic V by Nasomatto, but it's more affordable. And I know that Jeroboam has just 30 ml bottle, but they are all I think extrait de parfum or parfums, not EDT or EDP, and they are super strong. You don't have to spray a lot to have a good performance. So yeah, I would try Hauto by Jeroboam. And finally, I have a Kayali one. I have my little sample box, and this is Elixir 11. I much prefer it to a white flower, some kind of number. This is witchy. This is like a bad witch kind of fragrance. It has red apple, rosame absolute, jasmine, sambac absolute, vanilla and patchouli. And it is so interesting. It has that kind of fruitiness given by the red apple, but it's so punchy because of the jasmine sambac. And I don't smell a lot of patchouli. It's definitely sweet, and the vanilla gives it sweetness. The rose, I think, that just mixes up with the apple, the red apple note, in a very intoxicating way. But this is so strong, guys. It doesn't really require to spray even more than one or half a spray. Whenever I spray it, it gives me almost the same reaction that Alien gives me, so it gives me a little bit of a headache, but it's so much worth it because I don't know, it's so I don't know, I feel so toxic, but not like a toxic person, like if I'm radioactively good. I don't know, like a gothic, strong, sensual witch with a very evil plan in mind that is ready to conquer the world, and it's all a vibe. It's a very strong vibe, but yeah, it's really underrated. Almost no one talks about it. Well, or they don't talk about it enough. So yeah, I would absolutely at least try the sample. You really don't even need more than the sample. I have somewhere, I don't know exactly where, the little 10 ml bottle, that one that looks like the 100 ml bottle, but it's just 10 ml, and it's, I don't know why, I just think that it will last me for at least 10 years, because this is probably one of the strongest fragrances in my whole collection. Really, guys, one of the strongest, and it's not even so expensive. Well, of course, it's a Kayali fragrance, but it's not so expensive, and I really, really mean it when I say go for the 10 ml bottle, because you don't need a lot of it. So, guys, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like down below, maybe leave a comment and tell me about your recommendations, or tell me if you own one of the fragrances that I talked about. Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. It's a really good channel, and it would help me sustain my activity as a YouTuber. Oh god, this sounds so bad. Anyway, subscribe to my channel, maybe hit the notification bell down below, and I'll see you the next time. So, bye!